Welcome everybody to our Green Acres. I'm so glad you came over to our channel today. And if you are new to my channel, I want to introduce myself. My name is Teresa. In today's video, I'm going to show y'all how I flip a chair that I got at a yard sale. I'm also going to turn a mirror into a Shabby Chic tray, and I'm going to introduce y'all to another Sola project that I have been dying to make. So y'all stay tuned to the end because I'm going to stage everything for you, and I'm going to show you how you can add all these little home decor pieces that we make to your home and give you some inspiration and ideas. If you haven't joined my Facebook home decor page, I'd love for you to go over and join it, and also go over and follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. Okay, y'all, the first project we're going to work on is going to be a Sola floral wood heart, and I have always wanted to make one of these. So I'm going to take my 100 random assorted skinless flowers that I've received from Sola, and I already have a couple of videos out that I've made some other projects, so I'm going to link those down below. So you get different sizes, you get different kinds of flowers, and these flowers right here are amazing. And a lot of y'all I know have ordered them. I've been seeing some of your projects over on my Facebook home decor page, so I know that you're already, buying them and you're, using them, and you can see how much fun they are. But I'm going to show you a project today that I have been wanting to make for a very long time. Here I'm just showing you some footage that I've had in a previous video, just real quick. I'm going to go over it again just to show you how easy it is to dye your flowers. You just mix whatever color paint you want with some water, you dip your flower in it, and then you just let them dry for 24 hours. Now here for my project today, I'm going to use the natural, the skinless color, and then I also want to mix in some that are vintage looking, and I'm going to just dye those with some leftover coffee that I had left over from the morning. This is so easy to dye your flowers, and you can use or do any kind of colors that you want to. But for my heart today, I want to make it, like I say, I want to make it kind of antique, vintage looking. So I'm going to do some that are coffee stained, and then I'm just going to leave some that are natural. Now you can get these wood hearts on the Sola website, and they have different kinds of wood cutouts too. If you prefer a different shape, they have different ones to choose from. So I'm just showing you the assortment of the sizes and the shapes of the flowers. And when you cover your wood cutout, whatever shape you have, basically you're just going to want to go around it. And of course you're going to want to cover up, your whole shape. So I'm just going to go around, randomly and mix in my coffee stain with my natural. And I'm going to do some big ones, some medium ones, and some small ones. And I just kind of go around, randomly placing them till I feel like, I can get them on there, and, and you can't see the wood from the heart. Now, I'm using hot glue. You could probably use, some kind of other kind of glue if you wanted to, but the hot glue holds them on really well. And if you have some that have a long stem on the bottom where they won't lay flat, that clips off very easy with your clippers. And I don't know if you've worked with the Sola wood flowers yet, but they're fragile and delicate, but they endure a lot. Like, I don't hardly ever have any to break or anything like that. I know some of y'all have already ordered some of these flowers and are making projects with them because y'all are sharing your pictures over on my Facebook home decor page. So I love that. And because of that, Sola has reached back out to me, and they are going to extend the $10 off code for us because my viewers are so amazing. So anyway, it's going to run through the end of July, and you will now need to use the promo code Teresa. So when you go to checkout with a $50 purchase, all you'll need to do is type in Teresa in the promo code box. So I'm going to have that down below in my description box, and also I'll have it over on my Instagram. So now let's repurpose an ornate mirror, and I'm going to turn this into the kind of a shabby chic tray, and there's a lot of things that we could go with on this. We could use a stencil or, there's so many things you can do to repurpose mirrors. And actually, when you make a tray, you've got that whole middle that you can just, the sky is pretty much the limit. You could do something on your Cricut or a stamp. But I had a sweet viewer that sent me some really pretty scrapbook paper, so I want to use it. But the first thing I did for this mirror is I sprayed it with some Rust-Oleum matte clear. A lot of times when you're working with mirrors and paint, sometimes you'll be able to see like that little, I don't know, little flecks of sparkle through. So just to keep that shine down, I made sure I went over it with that matte clear. Now, I could distress this, using some wax, some colored wax or something like that, but I'm just going to leave it all white. And I spray painted this, y'all, with that cheapo paint from Walmart because, I spray paint so much, so whenever I can save money and not have to use Rust-Oleum, I'm going to go for it. So this did really well with the Walmart white cheap spray paint. Now, here is that beautiful scrapbook paper. I love this. She sent me several sheets, but I just kind of measured out because the scrapbook paper is not going to fill the whole inside of my mirror, but I just kind of measured it off to where it would kind of be even around all the four sides, and then I just cut it out, and then I took it outside and I sprayed it with some spray glue. And I always, a lot of times, like to use Gorilla Spray adhesive. Now, I'm just showing you little options you can do on the side to make it into a tray. These little pieces of hardware come from Hobby Lobby, and I went the day that they had half off, so I think those were $2.99, so maybe I got those for $1.50, but I just want to give you a little option of some handles you can put on your tray. So now let's work on a little Shabby Chic chair. Okay, y'all, I acquired this chair from a yard sale, and I gave $5 for it. And if y'all ever rode by a yard sale and you're going away to the grocery store, but one item will catch your eye and you'll just do a U-turn in the road to go back to see that item, well, it was this chair. This chair caught my eye, and I was like, okay, I have to go check out that chair. I saw that chippy goodness from all the way from the road. But anyway, it's the bones and everything about that chair was amazing except the seat. And the lady even said, she said, the seat, I've just wrapped a piece of burlap around it. And basically she did. So I'm just going to start pulling off the layers. And y'all, I say layers. It was like peeling an onion. I'd peel one layer off, and then there would be another covering up under that one. So we've got the burlap off, and look at all that burlap now I have. That Shabby Chic was under that burlap. That was like hitting gold, y'all. I loved it. This was a little gold pattern. There's the little Shabby Chic. I mean, this was amazing. Now, granted, it's very dirty. So I'm going to take all these in once I get them all stripped off, and there was another layer. So basically it had 4 layers of coverings over this little chair cushion. And y'all, this is what I got to. I know. So basically right now we don't have a seat, but that's okay. I've got a husband that has a skill saw, and he's got some power tools, so we're going to get him to make us a seat. They had some kind of luan, that real thin flooring that they had made and layered it for a seat, and you can see that cushion is it's seen its better day. I don't know. George Washington may have sat in this seat at one time. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to have to make it a little seat. But we've always got OSB around our house, so Ben's going to cut us a little cute seat for it, and then we're going to recover it, and I'm going to surprise you and show you how we're going to recover it and what we're going to recover it with. But look at the great chippiness that this little chair has. I mean, y'all, there's no way I could have done this good on this chair if I painted and distressed it. You just can't get that little chippy look like this. So I'm really tickled at the way that the chair looks. And here is its new seat. Ben just kind of measured because the back is going to be more narrow than the front, and he just cut it out with his skill saw with using some OSB, and I think it's gonna fit in there really good. So I'm gonna take it inside, but first I'm gonna show you some cushion pads that I picked up at Walmart. These were 4 to a pack, and they were $8 and some change. But, for 4 little foam cushions, that's not bad. So I'm going to lay one of those on top of the OSB, and then then I'm going to cover it. But as you can see, since my front was wider than my back, my cushion is not going to go out all the way. So what I'm going to do is, and then the back, it overlapped too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue it on top of my board like that. And then I'm going to flip it over, and then I can see where the excess is. And then I'm going to cut off the excess off the back. And it was funny because the excess off the back fit perfectly into those little places on the front where it needed more padding. So I didn't have to cut up another one of my pads. These little pieces I'm cutting off right here off the back, they fit perfectly in those little areas. So I'm just going to use them. I'm going to hot glue them on where it needs extra padding, and then we're going to recover it with using a piece of we're going to use a pretty little Shabby Chic fabric. I've washed it, and y'all, it is absolutely gorgeous, and there's plenty of it. So that's what we're going to do next. So now you can see that I've got the padding all on. I've got it all hot glued, and I just use hot glue to put my padding back on. And because I don't know, this little chair, I don't know how much it'll be set in. It may just be for decorative purposes. But here, y'all, is that gorgeous Shabby Chic fabric. It's kind of a thin type fabric, but it washed up really well. I didn't know, since it was so old, how it would do in the washing machine, but it did really well. So here I just trimmed it up to where it'll fit on my seat. And, of course, I'm leaving enough on the sides where I can overlap, to the bottom, and I'm going to just use hot glue again. Now, the original seat covers were nailed with little nails and staples, and you can definitely staple if you want to. I just prefer if I can use my hot glue gun to hot glue stuff. So I'm going to do the front and the back. I'm going to do those first, and then I'm going to go in and do my sides, because the sides are in the corners. We're going to have to do that little envelope wrap method so we can get those corners real smooth. So again, I'm just using my hot glue as I go, and I'm just kind of smoothing it out with my hands as I go. And like I say, this fabric worked really well because it was kind of thin and stretchy, and it was very easy to work with. So this is the way that I did my corners. And it really depends when you're covering a seat or a cushion. You just kind of have to go with the shape of your cushion, and do the best you can. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here. And I just basically, I'm wanting to smooth it out where in the areas that you're going to see the most. Now here's just a little bit, giving you a little bit more of how I did the corner. And this is so hard for me to film because I'm trying to hold it up where y'all can see it really good. But, but anyway, I just kind of folded it smooth down on one end, and then I just kind of, like I say, you just kind of want to do it like you're wrapping a present, and you fold it over, and then we'll just attach some hot glue. And I think this little chair turned out so cute. I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, using this older fabric, but if this wouldn't have worked out, then I was going to cover it in drop cloth. But I'm so glad that this did work out, because like I say, I think that floral pattern is so pretty. So here it is. I'm just going to let y'all sit back now and see all the projects that we made today. If you like this video so far, I hope you'll hit that like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'd love for you to. Okay, y'all, can you believe it's time for me to tell y'all goodbye again? Well, it is. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing the projects today, and I hope y'all enjoyed seeing that chair, because was that not a treasure, finding that little shabby chic fabric up under all that underlying stuff. You never know what you're going to get when you work on something that you have found at a yard sale or maybe a thrift store, and you get to working on it. You really never know how it's going to turn out or what you're going to find. That's the fun of it. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing all the remakes. I hope you enjoyed the little Sola wood flower heart. I absolutely love this project. I'm going to link 2 other projects using their products down in my description box, so make sure to go out and watch those. And don't forget to go out and click on my affiliate link down below. Go out to their website, shop, and use the promo code Teresa and save $10. Okay, y'all, I will see y'all next week in my next video. Until then, I hope y'all have a great and blessed weekend. Love y'all. Bye.